Should mobile phones be banned from the dance floor or from nightclubs entirely? That is the topic of today's video. And for this video, I really want you guys to get involved. Please do share your opinions down in the comments down below. I would really like to hear your views and potentially get some discussion going on this particular topic. Now, I think it's a topic that is going to have a very divided opinion, and there is no right or wrong answer. We're allowed to have differences of opinions, and of course this has been an ongoing debate for a number of years now, really ever since smartphones became popular, and of course sharing moments on social media, Instagram, Snapchat stories, etc. And the reason why I wanted to film this particular video today is because recently it came to my attention that James Hype actually put out a video clip stating that his upcoming shows with Medusa, one in Amsterdam and I think there's two in America, are going to be completely phone-free zones.
When I played in Berlin, nobody was allowed on their phone, nobody was allowed a camera. And that's the first time I've ever been a part of that. The way that that changes the energy in the club is incredible. Everybody's in the moment, everybody's there for the music, everybody's having a good time. We have decided that our house will be a no-phone zone.
In addition to this, whilst not specifically about mobile phones, Defected, a really well-known record label here in the UK and also globally for dance music, recently came out and posted about how DJs didn't always used to be the focal point in nightclubs. They didn't always used to be center stage, and actually it would probably be a good thing if people that attend these events, go out clubbing, actually turn their back on the DJ for once and just focus on getting immersed in the music and lost in the moment. Now, whilst that's not specifically about mobile phones, I guess if you're just facing forward, facing the DJ, you're probably going to be more inclined just to get out your mobile phone and start filming the night rather than getting lost in the atmosphere. And the whole idea about facing away from the DJ booth is actually because, you know, when you're just lost in the moment, it actually creates a far better energy. It's actually only in recent years that the DJ booth has become, or stage has become, sort of center stage in nightclubs. Often when I started DJing, the DJ booth was kind of tucked away in the corner as opposed to being like a main stage kind of setup where everyone just kind of looks at you from the barrier. Now, of course, phoneless clubbing is not really a brand new idea. It's not revolutionary. There are many nightclubs around the world that now enforce a phoneless kind of dance floor culture. The most famous one of these is probably the Berghain. I think that's how you pronounce it, over in Berlin. Very well known to be a very hard nightclub to get into, but also as well one that is very, very strict on allowing people to film. It's a very secretive club. Over here in London, Fabric, a very well-known nightclub in the heart of the city that's pretty well known for underground music. They will cover your phone cameras with a sticker as you walk into the building. And this policy is very well enforced. If you are caught filming in Fabric, you are kindly reminded that it is a no phone zone, and if you're caught doing it a second time, then they will escort you to the front door and ask you to leave. However, for every one nightclub that does not permit you to use your mobile phone on the dance floor for filming purposes, there are probably about 25 nightclubs that do. And so we have this phenomenon of facing forward, facing the DJ, and filming the nights. And this was never really a thing before smartphones kicked off. You know, nowadays everyone has a smartphone, an iPhone, an Android, everyone has social media, and so the majority of people, you know, they just can't resist getting their phone out on their favorite song and filming the drop, filming the DJ, filming the decor in the events. And of course, as a YouTuber, I'm pretty guilty of it as well. If you've seen my YouTube videos, my vlogs, I do have clips of when I have been to these nightclubs, just because I want to show you what it's like inside them. So I'm guilty of filming. So my view on mobile phones on the dance floor is one of split opinion. I haven't got a problem with it, but in certain circumstances, I do have a problem with it. So let me explain that in a little bit more detail. And this is my genuine sort of opinion on the matter. I completely get that we live in a day and age where you want to share your experiences, what you're up to at the weekend, etc., with friends and family. And so for that reason, getting out a mobile phone to take a couple of seconds of a video clip of you and your friends enjoying yourself, or filming the room that you're in or the festival that you're at, in itself for me is not really an issue. I mean, I do it for these YouTube vlogs that I put up. I want to show you guys what the nightclubs are like inside. I'm not waiting for a particular moment in any song. I'm just literally getting my phone out, filming for a few seconds and putting my phone in the pocket. And I might do that 2 or 3 times across a 5 or 6 hour period. My issue with mobile phones comes when it becomes the focal point and the reason as to why you are in that venue. What I mean by this is I've seen it so many times in Ibiza and other places whereby there's a big headline DJ playing. You're not really there for the music, because there are some people that just aren't there for the music, but they are there to hear the one song that they know from that one particular artist. And they are literally stood on that dance floor, they're stood still all night, phone in hand, basically waiting for that one song that they know or that one vocal that they know. They're not dancing, they're not mingling with other people in the crowd, they're not making new friendships, they're not even going to the bar or anything like that. They are literally stood there for the one song that they know, and as soon as they know that song, they are literally filming the entirety of that song. And that is a concept I really don't understand. I just don't get it. And I have seen that so many times. Like, even at my gigs, let's face it, people are not there to see me because I'm not a headline DJ. But I see it in my crowds. People will be filming the songs that they know, and then for the rest of the night, for the bits of the songs that they don't know or the songs they don't know, they're literally stood there waiting for the next drop or waiting for the next song that they know. And that for me is a problem, because it detracts from the energy, and it really is kind of going against what the whole idea of clubbing is. The idea of clubbing, in my opinion, is to kind of forget the stress of the week. It's to kind of get lost in the moment, lost in the music, enjoy the music, have a drink, have a dance, and just really unwind. And that for me is where the crossover of mobile phones becomes a problem, because there's nothing worse than the energy being sucked out of the room by people that are just stood there just waiting for the next song to film. So there we have it. Those are my views on mobile phones on the dance floor. It's 2023. Of course, we're never going to go back to the olden days whereby mobile phones just aren't a thing anymore. But I completely get what some of these clubs are trying to do, you know, trying to preserve the old days whereby people didn't get their phone out every 5 minutes and want to film the venue. It really does preserve the energy on the dance floor. Do let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. I really want to get some discussion going with this. Please do give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. It really does help the channel to be pushed out to like-minded individuals, and I will see you in the next video.